that I really didn't know much about something called Zero, and I keep seeing Zero appearing on my feed, on my social media platforms, and I never really quite understood what it was. And surprise, surprise, I have Vanessa Petersen here at the Arizona Urologic Society meeting in 2022 here in the beautiful McCormick Resort in Scottsdale, and she is going to tell us a little bit more about what Zero is and hopefully give you guys some support when it comes to prostate cancer. So thank you so much for informing us and letting me interview you.
Of course, nice to meet you.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about Zero.
Okay, well, Zero is the leading national nonprofit with the mission to end prostate cancer. So it's in our name. We're here to educate, to advance research, and to support all of those affected by prostate cancer.
And Zero has been around for about 25 years, is that correct?
Yeah, just about, a little over.
Yeah. And I had no idea. It's what I see Zero is whenever there are runs like 5Ks and 10Ks, and I see Zero, and I never understood, okay, I know it's something about prostate cancer. What are some of the services that are offered by Zero?
Yeah, one of our main programs right now is called 0360. So it's a patient navigation program. So we'll complement the care that you give to your patients by helping them find maybe financial assistance, if there's any insurance-related troubles that they're experiencing, if they need to find a support group, or any really financial relief that we can find. So even if it's there isn't funds available to help pay for medications, maybe there's something in their town that can help with utilities, or any services that we can find, our navigators can help them.
Yeah. It seems like the financial services, it could involve not just the patients, but also the support people.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have family members who call in too that can help, that are looking for help, and we're always happy to see what we can do to support them.
And something that we have, the urology community or the medical community has started to address is something called financial toxicity. Some of the more advanced prostate cancer treatments can be really costly, even when you have insurance.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's probably the most financial toxicity, financial relief is the number one concern people call in for when they call 0360. And then second is probably something with insurance, some insurance denials, coverage issues, confusion. So those two are like the top for sure.
That's wonderful. And what about the support for the people who care for patients with prostate cancer? That's something that I see whenever a spouse brings her husband in for prostate cancer treatment, and I see this older gentleman typically with a lady who is not doing as good as she could be. Yeah,
we have we have our US2 support group. So typically they are for those with prostates going through prostate cancer treatment. Some of the groups do allow the spouses or loved ones to attend. We do have caregiver support groups, and these are all virtual in nature. So no matter where you are, you can call in and be a part of a virtual group. We also have groups for gay men, for deaf and hard of hearing. We have now a new series for Black African American men through our health equity team. So we're trying to reach everyone, wherever they are, to support them. Additionally, we have one-on-one mentorship programs for patients that get connected with someone who's, been through similar diagnosis and kind of treatment pathway. And then we do the same for their caregivers. So spouses, children, friends, siblings. So we pair up the caregivers. So actually, we need more caregiver mentors. So
how do people volunteer if they're interested, having gone through the journey of prostate cancer treatment, et cetera? How do they become involved?
Yeah, they could reach out to Zero. We're at zerocancer.org. We do have, links to our patient support programs. They can click there to, I'm interested in being a mentor, or I need a mentor. And they will get connected with Nicole at our national office, and, she'll tell her a little bit about the program, that we have a small training, and then they just get paired up. And it's really, just a support system. It's nothing medical. It's just listening ear and a friend.
Yeah.
They can definitely just get connected with us. There are live people that will help them and get them plugged in, whether it be locally, with their chapter, or just virtually through these groups.
Oh, speaking of chapters,
Yeah.
do you guys have one in Arizona, or this is the
Not
first?
yet.
Okay, so we don't have one in Arizona yet. So if anyone is interested in starting a chapter or leading a chapter, this will be a good opportunity.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something about equity and African Americans. You guys are leading the effort in that regard, and also supporting research. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we've supported research in a few ways. So we are very proud of being the leading organization that advocates on Capitol Hill. We lobby Congress for funding of the prostate cancer research program. So it's a congressionally directed medical research out of the Department of Defense. Many people don't realize that the DoD does fund medical research, and it's very important type of research because it's, high risk, high reward. A lot of prostate cancer drugs have come out of this research out of the DoD. And so Zero lobbies Congress every year. We ask for more, and we're up to $110 million that's available for, this wonderful investigators to get their grants and to do research and hopefully find the next cure.
The next silver bullet.
Exactly. So that's a big part of how we're advancing research. We are partnering this year over the next 3 years with Prostate Cancer Foundation on a 3-year grant, prostate cancer research grant for investigators early in their career. And then also through our 5K series, like you mentioned, we have partnerships with local organizations, and we have often funded local research grants as well on a smaller scale. But, we're trying to support, where we can within our means.
So it sounds like you're saying that if a urology or any organization has an interest in promoting prostate cancer health, prostate cancer care, that they can contact you and then set up some sort of an event, and you'll have some of the infrastructure to help support it or promote it?
Pretty much. Yeah. We, through our 5K series, which is a national, our little largest national men's run walk series, we're in 40 cities across the country. We do have partnerships where we work with, groups to give back to local foundations or nonprofits that are doing some great work. So some cities have done free screenings in the underserved communities. We've done health symposiums, in San Diego, and it's open to the public. Funded research. So it just really depends on, the group that we're working with, who they work with in the community. And so we'll give local grants back to nonprofit organizations. And we've given, as you can see, right now I think the figure is over $5 million to local grants back to organizations. And we've helped, kind of going back to the 0360, over $5 million in debt relief that we've basically kept money in patients' pockets because of, what our navigators are able to find to help them.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And speaking of local programs, there's one coming up. It would be the first in Arizona, is that right?
Yeah. So until we have a 5K here in Arizona and, we have our chapter underway, we're doing a Top Golf event. It's a tee off to end prostate cancer. And so we've done a couple of these back east. I have a great group of volunteers that are Phoenix-based, and they've lost their loved ones. They have their loved ones still fighting, and they just want to give back. A lot of women, so I need more guys on our planning team here. But it's on Sunday, October 23rd. It's from 2 to 5, and it's a 3-hour event. We're getting sponsors. You get a bay, you get food, drinks. You're supporting a great cause, and really our goal is to hopefully get people who don't realize that prostate cancer needs to be a concern to come out. So, insurance companies, realtors, anyone, anywhere, trying to really help bring attention to early detection. Early detection saves lives. Get in there and talk to your doctor. Know your risk factors. So this is just kind of our start the conversation.
Well, I think it's wonderful now that we have this in Arizona for the first time ever. So October 23rd, Top Golf, Scottsdale, and I think you said 2 to
5.
There you go, 2 to 5. And if you're interested in sponsoring, certainly jump in and go to Zero.
You can go to zerocancer.org, and then there's, sections to learn, to fundraise, to, get support. So under the fundraise section, we have, you could kind of drop down and find the golf section and find the website.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much, Vanessa. You're beautiful and a wealth of knowledge about zerocancer.org.
Trying. There's a lot to know about prostate cancer, what we can do to fight it at all angles, and not only fight, but just to help bring attention and awareness to those that don't realize they need to know.
Well, thank you very much. And those of you with any comments, questions, or interests, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much. And thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Lynn. Appreciate it.
All right.
Fun.